Did you know that something as innocent as a banana, a fruit most of us eat without a second thought, could potentially harm your health after 60? Sounds almost unbelievable, doesn't it? Last month I spoke with Margaret, a 72-year-old who had been experiencing unusual heart palpitations and digestive issues for weeks. Her doctor was puzzled until they discovered that her daily banana habit, combined with her medication and certain health conditions, was creating a perfect storm in her body. The truth is, after 60, your body processes food differently. Your kidneys don't filter as efficiently, your digestive system slows down, and your metabolism changes. And while bananas are generally considered a healthy food, packed with potassium, fiber, and essential vitamins, certain mistakes in how you consume them can transform this nutritious fruit into something potentially harmful for your aging body. In this video, we're going to uncover 7 common mistakes that many seniors make when eating bananas. Mistakes that could be silently affecting your heart health, blood sugar, digestion, and even your medication effectiveness. Some of these errors might surprise you, while others might be habits you've had for decades without realizing their impact. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to watch out for and how to enjoy bananas safely without putting your health at risk. You'll learn simple adjustments that can help you benefit from all the goodness bananas offer, while avoiding potential dangers. Stay with me until the very end because the last mistake is something that nearly 80% of people over 60 do every morning, and it could be putting unnecessary strain on their heart without them even knowing it. If you're finding this information valuable so far, please comment banana below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend hitting that subscribe button and turning on notifications so you don't miss any videos that could help improve your health and quality of life. Don't miss the final insight. It's one that most people overlook, yet it holds incredible power in predicting what lies ahead. These markers could completely reshape how you see your future and add valuable years to your life. If this has sparked your interest, show your support by hitting the like button, subscribing to our channel, and sharing this video with those you care about. Together, let's make informed choices for a healthier, longer life. Now let's get started with the first common mistake. Mistake number 1. Eating bananas on an empty stomach. One of the most common mistakes people over 60 make is eating bananas first thing in the morning on a completely empty stomach. Many seniors do this thinking it's a quick, healthy way to start their day. After all, it's natural, it's fruit, so it must be good for you at any time, right? Unfortunately, that's not always the case, especially as we age. When you eat a banana on an empty stomach, the high sugar content, about 14 grams in a medium banana, hits your bloodstream very quickly. For younger people, this might not be a problem, but after 60, your body's ability to regulate blood sugar often declines. This can lead to a rapid spike in blood glucose followed by a crash, which can leave you feeling tired, irritable, and even dizzy. Consider Thomas, a 68-year-old retiree who started every morning with a banana before anything else. He noticed that within an hour of his healthy breakfast, he often felt shaky and needed to sit down. Sometimes he even experienced heart palpitations. When he mentioned this to his doctor, they discovered his morning banana ritual was causing his blood sugar to spike and then plummet, putting stress on his cardiovascular system. Your digestive system also changes after 60. The production of digestive enzymes decreases, and the stomach doesn't process food as efficiently. Eating a banana on an empty stomach can sometimes lead to fermentation in the digestive tract, causing bloating, gas, and discomfort that can last throughout the morning. So what should you do instead? Rather than having a banana as the very first thing, pair it with some protein or healthy fat. Have your banana with a small handful of almonds, a tablespoon of peanut butter, or as part of a balanced breakfast that includes some eggs or yogurt. The protein and fat will slow down the absorption of sugar and provide a more steady release of energy. Another option is to save your banana for a mid-morning snack after you've already had a small breakfast. This way, your digestive system is already active, and the banana's sugar won't hit your bloodstream quite so intensely. Remember, it's not about avoiding bananas. It's about timing them right to work with your body's changing needs after 60. Mistake number 2. Eating overripe bananas when taking certain medications. The second mistake that can turn bananas into a potential hazard for those over 60 is eating very ripe or overripe bananas while taking certain medications, a combination many seniors don't realize can be problematic. As bananas ripen, their peels develop those familiar brown spots. This isn't just a cosmetic change. It's a sign that the fruit's starches are converting into sugars. An overripe banana can contain up to 35% more sugar than one that's just perfectly yellow. For seniors taking medications for diabetes, heart conditions, or blood pressure, this extra sugar can interact with their treatments in unexpected ways. Let me tell you about Eleanor, a 75-year-old who was carefully managing her type 2 diabetes. She loved bananas and would buy them green, then wait until they were very spotty before eating them because she preferred the sweeter taste. What she didn't realize was that these overripe bananas were significantly affecting her blood sugar levels, making her diabetes medication less effective. Her doctor was puzzled why her glucose readings were inconsistent until they discussed her banana habits. But it's not just diabetes medications. Certain blood pressure medications, particularly ACE inhibitors and potassium-sparing diuretics, can cause potassium levels to rise in the body. Combine these with very ripe bananas, which are high in potassium, and you risk a condition called hyperkalemia, where excessive potassium in the blood can lead to dangerous heart rhythm problems. So what's the better approach? If you're on medications, particularly for diabetes, heart conditions, or blood pressure, choose bananas that are yellow with just a hint of green at the ends. These bananas have a lower glycemic index and less sugar, making them less likely to interfere with your medications. Always talk to your doctor or pharmacist about potential food interactions with your specific medications. Many healthcare providers don't think to mention bananas when discussing food restrictions, but for some medications, the ripeness of your fruit matters. And if you're taking potassium-sensitive medications but still want to enjoy your bananas, consider eating just half a banana at a time, or spacing your banana consumption and medication times several hours apart after consulting with your healthcare provider. If you're still watching and finding this information helpful, please comment "health" below to let me know. And remember to subscribe if you haven't already to receive more valuable health tips for living your best life after 60. Mistake number 3, combining bananas with dairy products. The third mistake many people over 60 make is regularly combining bananas with dairy products like milk or yogurt, especially as a daily habit. Now you might be thinking, but banana and yogurt parfaits are healthy, or I've been having banana with milk for years. While this combination can work occasionally for some people, it can create digestive issues for many seniors. After 60, your production of digestive enzymes naturally decreases, and your ability to digest certain food combinations becomes more challenging. Bananas and dairy together can be particularly difficult for your aging digestive system to process efficiently. Here's why. Bananas contain certain enzymes and compounds that can slow down digestion when combined with dairy products. This delayed digestive process can lead to fermentation in the gut, causing gas, bloating, acid reflux, and discomfort that many seniors mistakenly attribute to just getting older rather than to their food choices. Consider Martha, a 67-year-old who started every day with a banana smoothie made with milk. She accepted the uncomfortable bloating and occasional acid reflux as just part of aging until her nutritionist suggested separating these foods. Within days of making this simple change, Martha's digestive discomfort significantly improved, and she realized she'd been unnecessarily suffering for years. The digestive slowdown can be particularly problematic if you consume this combination in the evening. Many seniors find that having banana and dairy together before bed can disrupt sleep due to increased digestive activity and discomfort during the night. What's a better approach? If you enjoy bananas with dairy, try to separate them by at least an hour. Have your yogurt or milk first, wait a bit, and then enjoy your banana. This gives your body time to process each food separately, reducing the likelihood of digestive issues. Another option is to replace dairy with plant-based alternatives when having bananas. Almond milk, oat milk, or coconut yogurt can be easier to digest when combined with bananas for many seniors. And if you do choose to combine them occasionally, adding a digestive enzyme supplement before your meal might help your body process the combination more efficiently, but always consult with your healthcare provider before starting any supplement. Remember, this doesn't mean you can never have your favorite banana yogurt parfait again. It's about being mindful of how often you combine these foods and being aware of how your body responds after 60. Mistake number 4, eating bananas late in the evening. The fourth mistake that can make bananas problematic for those over 60 is eating them late in the evening or right before bedtime. Many seniors reach for a banana as a healthy late-night snack, not realizing that the timing could be converting this nutritious fruit into something that disrupts their sleep and affects their health. As we age, our metabolism naturally slows down. Your digestive system doesn't process food as quickly as it once did, especially in the evening when your body is preparing for rest. Eating a banana too close to bedtime means your body will be working to digest it when it should be focusing on the restorative processes that happen during sleep. Consider James, a 73-year-old who struggled with insomnia. He would often eat a banana about an hour before bed, thinking it would help him sleep because of the magnesium and potassium. Instead, he would find himself tossing and turning, sometimes experiencing acid reflux and waking up feeling unrested. When his sleep specialist suggested moving his banana snack to at least 3 hours before bedtime, his sleep quality improved dramatically. Bananas contain natural sugars, about 14 grams in a medium fruit. When consumed late at night, these sugars can cause a small surge in energy just when your body should be winding down. For seniors with insulin resistance or diabetes, this late sugar intake can be particularly problematic, potentially causing blood sugar fluctuations throughout the night. There's also the amino acid tyrosine found in bananas, which can stimulate brain activity and make it harder to fall asleep. While younger people might metabolize this quickly, after 60, these effects can last longer and interfere with your natural sleep cycle. What should you do instead? If you enjoy having a banana as part of your evening routine, try to eat it at least 3 to 4 hours before bedtime. This gives your body enough time to digest it properly before you lie down. If you need a bedtime snack, consider options that are easier to digest and won't disrupt sleep, like a small piece of white cheese, a few almonds, or a light protein snack that won't spike blood sugar or stimulate the brain. For those who take blood pressure medications in the evening, be particularly cautious about nighttime banana consumption. The potassium in bananas combined with certain medications can affect your blood pressure and heart rhythm during sleep. Remember, it's not about eliminating bananas from your diet. It's about timing them wisely to work with your body's changing needs after 60. If you're still watching and finding this information valuable, please comment sleep below to let me know you're here. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already to receive more health tips that can help you live your best life in your golden years. Mistake number 5, eating bananas when taking potassium-sparing medications. The fifth mistake that can make bananas potentially dangerous for those over 60 is eating them regularly when taking potassium-sparing medications, a combination that can lead to serious heart and kidney issues that many seniors aren't aware of. Bananas are famous for their potassium content. A medium banana contains about 422 milligrams of this essential mineral. Under normal circumstances, this is beneficial for heart health, muscle function, and blood pressure regulation. However, after 60, many people take medications that affect how the body processes potassium. Several common medications prescribed to seniors are potassium-sparing, meaning they cause the body to retain potassium rather than excrete it. These include certain blood pressure medications like ACE inhibitors, such as lisinopril, ARBs, such as losartan, and some diuretics, like spironolactone. Many heart failure treatments and even some pain medications can also affect potassium levels. When you combine these medications with potassium-rich foods like bananas, your body's potassium levels can rise too high, a condition called hyperkalemia. The scary part? The symptoms can be subtle or even absent until the condition becomes serious. Take Richard, a 77-year-old who was managing heart failure with several medications. He loved bananas and ate 1 or 2 daily without realizing the impact on his potassium levels. During a routine blood test, his doctor discovered dangerously high potassium levels that were putting Richard at risk for heart rhythm abnormalities. This silent buildup had been happening for months without any obvious symptoms. The risk increases significantly after 60 because your kidneys become less efficient at filtering excess potassium from your blood. What your body could handle easily in your younger years becomes more challenging as kidney function naturally declines with age. So what should you do? First, know your medications. Ask your doctor or pharmacist specifically if any of your prescriptions affect potassium levels. If you're taking potassium-sparing medications, you don't necessarily need to eliminate bananas completely, but you should limit them to perhaps half a banana a few times a week, rather than daily consumption. Consider alternatives with lower potassium content like apples, berries, or peaches when you want a fruit snack. And remember that other foods like oranges, tomatoes, and potatoes are also high in potassium, so you need to consider your overall intake. Most importantly, if you're on these medications, make sure your doctor regularly monitors your potassium levels through blood tests. Don't wait for symptoms, as they might not appear until the condition is already serious. Making this simple adjustment can help you enjoy the benefits of bananas without putting unnecessary strain on your heart and kidneys. Mistake number 6. Not considering the banana's effect on digestion. After 60. The sixth mistake many people over 60 make involves not adjusting their banana consumption to account for the significant changes in digestion that occur with aging. Most seniors continue eating bananas the same way they did in their younger years, not realizing that their digestive system now processes this fruit very differently. As we age, several important digestive changes occur. Stomach acid production decreases, intestinal muscle contractions slow down, and the production of digestive enzymes diminishes. All of these changes can affect how your body handles bananas, particularly if they're eaten at certain ripeness levels or at certain times of day. Green or slightly underripe bananas contain resistant starch, which can be harder for your aging digestive system to break down. This can lead to fermentation in the gut, causing gas, bloating, and discomfort that many seniors mistakenly attribute to other health issues. On the other hand, very ripe bananas with brown spots contain more simple sugars and less resistant starch, making them easier to digest but potentially problematic for blood sugar levels, as we discussed earlier. Consider Helen, a 69-year-old who had enjoyed bananas her entire life without issues. After turning 65, she began experiencing uncomfortable bloating and gas after eating her morning banana. Her doctor explained that her digestive enzyme production had decreased with age, making it harder for her body to process the banana, especially first thing in the morning when digestive function is naturally slower. The fiber content in bananas, while beneficial for most people, can sometimes be challenging for seniors with sensitive digestive systems or conditions like irritable bowel syndrome. A medium banana contains about 3 grams of fiber, which is healthy but needs to be integrated carefully into an aging digestive system. So what's the solution? First, pay attention to ripeness. For many people over 60, a banana that's perfectly yellow with just a few small brown spots represents the optimal digestive compromise. Not too much resistant starch, but not excessive simple sugars either. Consider eating smaller portions. Instead of a whole banana, try half a banana, especially if you've noticed digestive discomfort. This can give your system time to adjust and process the fruit more efficiently. The time of day matters too. Your digestive system tends to work most efficiently in the middle of the day, between about 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. Having your banana during this window rather than first thing in the morning or late in the evening can help minimize digestive issues. And if you still experience discomfort, try mashing or pureeing your banana. This pre-digests the fruit somewhat, breaking down some of the cell walls and making it easier for your body to process. Remember, these digestive changes are a normal part of aging, and making simple adjustments can help you continue to enjoy bananas without discomfort. If you're still watching and finding this information helpful, please comment "digest" below to let me know you're here. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already to receive more valuable health tips tailored for those over 60. Mistake number 7, eating bananas without considering their impact on medication timing. The 7th and perhaps most overlooked mistake that can make bananas problematic for those over 60 is eating them without considering how they might affect the timing and absorption of medications. A critical issue since the average person over 65 takes between 4 to 5 prescription drugs daily. Many seniors take their morning medications with breakfast, which often includes a banana, not realizing that certain components in bananas can interact with how medications are absorbed and processed in the body. Bananas contain compounds that can bind to certain medications in your digestive tract, potentially reducing their absorption. They also have a significant impact on stomach emptying time and digestive transit, which can affect when medication reaches your bloodstream. For example, the fiber in bananas can slow down the absorption of some medications, potentially delaying their effects. For time-sensitive medications like those for Parkinson's disease or thyroid conditions, this timing disruption can impact their effectiveness. Consider Dorothy, a 78-year-old taking medication for her thyroid condition. She always took her medication with breakfast, which included a banana. Her doctor was puzzled why her thyroid levels remained unstable despite medication adjustments. It wasn't until a pharmacist asked about her morning routine that they discovered the banana was interfering with her medication absorption. When she started separating her thyroid medication and banana consumption by at least an hour, her levels stabilized. The potassium in bananas can also affect kidney function temporarily, which can influence how your body processes and eliminates certain medications. This is particularly important for those taking medications like lithium or certain antibiotics, where kidney function impacts drug levels in the bloodstream. So what's the solution? For most medications, it's best to separate your banana consumption from your medication timing by at least 1 hour, preferably 2 for critical medications with narrow therapeutic windows. If you take multiple medications throughout the day, consider planning your banana snack for a time when it's least likely to interfere with your medication schedule. Always take your medications as directed, whether with food or on an empty stomach. If a medication should be taken with food, a banana alone might not provide enough buffer for medications that can irritate the stomach. Most importantly, talk to your pharmacist about your specific medications and how they might interact with bananas. Pharmacists often have more detailed information about food-drug interactions than physicians and can help you create an optimal schedule. This simple timing adjustment can make a significant difference in your medication effectiveness, potentially improving your health outcomes without requiring you to give up bananas altogether. We've covered 7 common mistakes that can turn bananas, a fruit most of us consider perfectly healthy, into something potentially problematic for those over 60. Eating them on an empty stomach, consuming overripe bananas while on certain medications, combining them with dairy, eating them late in the evening, having them while on potassium-sparing medications, not adjusting for age-related digestive changes, and ignoring their impact on medication timing. The good news is that you don't have to eliminate bananas from your diet entirely. With some mindful adjustments, you can continue to enjoy this nutritious fruit safely. Choose bananas at the right ripeness for your specific health needs. Slightly greener for lower sugar content, perfectly yellow for optimal digestion. Time your banana consumption appropriately, not on an empty stomach, not too close to bedtime, and with careful consideration of your medication schedule. Adjust your portions if necessary. Half a banana might be more appropriate than a whole one, especially if you're on certain medications or have digestive sensitivities. Be aware of combinations. Separate bananas and dairy when possible, and be mindful of other potassium-rich foods in your diet if you're on certain medications. Remember that your body at 60, 70, or 80 processes food differently than it did at 30 or 40. These changes aren't flaws. They're natural transitions that simply require us to adapt our habits accordingly. By making these simple adjustments, you can continue to benefit from the many positive aspects of bananas, their convenient packaging, their nutrient content, their versatility in recipes, and their delicious taste, without putting your health at risk. I'd love to hear from you. Which of these 7 mistakes surprised you the most? Have you experienced any issues with bananas as you've gotten older? Leave a comment below and share your thoughts or questions. If you found this information valuable, please give this video a thumbs up, share it with someone who might benefit from it, and subscribe to our channel for more health information specifically designed for thriving in your golden years. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so you never miss our new videos. Thank you for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video where we'll continue exploring ways to optimize your health and enjoyment of life after 60.